watching Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
New episode of Sunday Night Geek. I am the Big Dirty Nerd, and we've got the usual crew back in the studio tonight. We don't have the variants anymore. The variants were here last weekend, and you guys are back. We're back in the prime timeline.
Prime timeline.
Say hello, Angel Sky.
Hello.
Say hello, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
And, oh, God. That was such a dad joke.
Yeah.
I guess realistically, though, it'd be an uncle joke, would it?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. And say hello, Toby the Wonder Dog. He's
like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
He's like, I'm just here for the Timbits.
I'm just here for the Timbits. You give me Timbits.
So I had a guy.
No. Sloppy dog kisses.
So I had a gentleman at work recognize me today.
What?
From this show.
We recognize your voice.
Yep.
Oh.
He recognized my laugh. I laughed because I was getting something, and if he's listening, he'll know. Yeah. He'll know. I was like, hey, that's the lady's talking about me. Yeah. So I went to reach for a red pepper, and they all started falling down. I was like, oh my God. and he was like helping me pick them up, and I was laughing. I was like, and he's like, hey, I know that laugh.
I know that laugh.
He's like, Sunday Night Geek, and I was like, yeah. I said, I'm there tonight. I said, if I can get out of here.
If I can leave the adult responsibilities behind.
I know.
I'm going down to Tacky.
Yeah, I was there late again today. So.
Oh, bummer. Yeah. Bummer.
Happens.
That's the suckiest suck that ever sucked.
That's it. Responsibilities.
Yeah.
Teenage responsibilities are not the same as adult.
But yeah,
No, absolutely not.
I got recognized. I got recognized a couple times.
You do. You do.
Yeah, that's it.
I've had a couple of people, and they're like, yeah, you're that guy that talks.
You're the guy on the show.
You're the guy that does the thing. Yeah. So that means actually people are listening. That means we can influence people.
Weird.
Watch more.
Wild.
Yeah, I know, right? Read more comics. We should just put that in subliminal messaging. Read more comics.
I read Absolute Batman #1.
Did you?
Yep.
Okay, so like people are losing their mind over this. Is it that good?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's not like Stanley Presents, but it is a different light. So he's not a billionaire. He's the son of a teacher and all this stuff. But he is like smart, and he's this great big dude too. Like he's bad for like wrecking punching bags at the local boxing gym.
Wow. Is it Bruce Wayne?
It's Bruce Wayne.
Okay, so it still is Bruce Wayne.
They're all childhood friends.
What do you mean?
Him, Selena, Killer Croc, who is more. I think he's a retired boxer.
Okay.
He walks. He calls him Croc because he likes reptiles.
Okay.
Ozzy, they just say for Oswald Cobblepot. Dick is also at the local gym, I believe. But yeah, he's like. Yeah, he's a pretty good tactician. Like, you see the first thing where he's dealing with the local gang that's terrorizing the city.
Okay.
Jim Gordon was mayor. Now he was commissioner. Now he's mayor.
Okay.
Yeah, and Barbara's a cop.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like the Black Mask Gang or whatever.
Yep.
And yeah, he's a non-lethal guy, but he's still a Earth.
He's still pretty violent. So is like I've been trying to figure out where this is this a reboot of the characters?
No, it's another universe.
This is an Elseworlds thing.
No, not Elseworlds, but it's another universe. At the end of Absolute Power, the Flash's comment they can't cross over the dimensional barriers anymore to another universe. They can't access the multiverse.
Okay,
they've been cut off when they lost and regained their powers.
Okay,
because that was the whole thing. Absolute Power, where Amanda Waller used Amazos to take their powers temporarily, stuff like that, and then they got their powers back at the end. Some of them got each other's powers and stuff like that, but the Flash has commented that they can't access the multiverse anymore. There's a multiverse, but they can't access it right now.
Right, so we're probably going to see stories from the multiverse that are not, that are new. Obviously.
Yeah, and the result of some of the other stuff like Dark Multiverse and things like that was that it restored some pre-crisis multiverses too, right? So, like the pre-crisis Earth 1, the Man of Tomorrow universe is back. So we may start seeing some stories from that at some point, but the Absolute line are going to be tweaks of the existing characters in another universe. So apparently, Wonder Woman, when she comes out, she's not going to have the Amazons.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Superman? I haven't heard anything with
He looks a
Superman.
bit more powerful. Like he has like glowing parts on him and stuff like that.
Is he going to be Kryptonian though?
Yeah, I believe so. I think from what they're doing, they're not changing the core of the characters, but certain details are different. Like Bruce Wayne isn't a billionaire, but he is a self-made millionaire or something like that. He was son of a Thomas Wayne was a teacher.
Right.
And
okay.
a little spoiler alert: there was a shooting when they were on a class trip, and this is when Thomas was teaching Bruce, but he was part of the class. But he had to call him Mr. Wayne when he was in class.
Right, yeah,
and
of course.
There was a shooting at the zoo they were at. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So this sounds very like it sounds to me like it's like the Ultimate Universe from Marvel.
It
like
kind of is.
They're kind of
Yeah.
restructuring the all the stories and all the origins and new characters, and
They're not doing drastic changes, but they're doing changes that give a different look and feel to them, but without betraying the core.
right.
Yeah.
Sounds very interesting. Something definitely to watch. Absolutely, definitely to watch. I mean, everybody's talking about this absolute DC or what is it? DC All In? Is that what it's called?
Well, DC All In is the big overall thing, but the new Absolute Universe, I think, is what it's called. It's like Absolute Universe or something.
Okay. Interesting stuff. Interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
it is going to be maintained as separate from the main line. The main line will still continue.
I like it. I
do too.
I like it. I have to get a reader so I can read the DC stuff, because on the DC reader, apparently they've got direct to digital same date as the printed stuff. So, which is much more appealing than what Marvel does, because you've got to wait.
He's been doing that for years.
Yeah, and I wish Marvel Ultimate would do that, or Ultimate, whatever hell it's called, Marvel Universe, would do that. For the simple fact that, I'm still 3 months behind. Even though I've been reading like crazy, I'm still 3 months behind on everything that's going on. Like right now, I'm only getting caught up on the Blood Hunt saga. And I'm like, holy Lord, this happened 3 months ago.
No, DC, ever since I had the DC Universe app years ago.
Yeah.
They've been same day, and they give you a price break if you're a digital only subscriber.
Jeez, Toby, you punched me right in the face.
Jerk, be good. But yeah, they'll give you a price break if you're digital only.
Yeah.
So they've been doing that. Was back when they also had the TV shows just there.
Right. Yeah.
DC Universe technically is where HBO Max launched
from. Okay, so speaking of HBO Max and all these cool things that are coming out, have you guys seen the trailer for Creature Commandos?
I have.
Oh my God, it looks so good. It looks fantastic. I cannot wait to see this.
The non-human branch, not the Suicide Squad.
Right, not the Suicide Squad. This is the one that the government said, no, you can't use Task Force X. You have to go and use creatures like Frankenstein and the Bride and Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus. So
Bullets can't even get near him because he's just radiating so much heat.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of cool. And it looks super. This is not going to be for kids.
No.
Not a single bit. Do not let your children watch this.
No, this trailer should have been a Red Band trailer.
It should have been a Red Band trailer, because it was fierce, man. It was violent.
This also begs to remember that this is in continuity, so if you see these characters in other movies, it will probably be live action. So we will have... Is it David Harbour's Frankenstein's monster?
I think so.
Yeah, so he's going to be Frankenstein's monster physically in any of the movies, because Grillo has already confirmed he's going to appear in other stuff.
Yeah. Isn't he in Peacemaker Season 2?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe so, yeah. As General Flag, as Rick Flag.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
And Weasel already appeared in the second Suicide Squad.
That's right. Weasel's already been around. Who's got a great propensity for survival. Apparently, that's what makes him special.
He turns up like a bad penny.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. But it looks really, really good. Like I was kind of hemming and hawing. Like the animated stuff, I've never. DC animated stuff is always
Tomorrowverse is done.
What do you mean?
Like that Tomorrowverse, like Crisis on Infinite Earths happened, and they at the end they're going to come back, but they won't remember who they were. They were saying.
Oh, okay.
So it plays into that. She saw the trailer for the new the second Batman Ninja movie.
I did.
Oh yeah.
It was good.
Because they have their own anime house, right?
Yes. Yeah. I've never watched the first one. I really got to watch the
So I'm
first
going to sit down and watch that. And Suicide Squad Isekai is also a thing, apparently. They have a Suicide Squad one.
Animation?
Yeah.
Ah,
Anime.
Okay. Anime.
Proper anime.
Oh,
there are 3 so far actual ones, and that's the only part of WB animation that isn't under DC Studios, but it's still under their control, because James Gunn nixed a couple things when he came in.
Right.
One of them was apparently, and this was only came out this week, he nixed them doing Kingdom Come.
What?
Yep.
Why?
This was a couple years ago. Because he wants to handle Kingdom Come. First day when he took over the job and people were asking him Q&A stuff, is Kingdom Come ever going to be a thing? He said, it's not off the table.
Interesting. That would be an interesting animation, but I think it would be fantastic live action.
There's a lot of QA. It might still be. It might even be an anime.
Yeah,
but
that'd
like
be awesome.
they're trying to maintain a tight QA/QC on things now, right?
Gotcha.
Quality assurance, quality control, because you got some good movies and you got absolute just disasters, and you got corporate interfering with the cut and things like that.
Oh,
So,
of course, that always happens.
which is why I can't wait for Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, but the more you see and hear about Superman Legacy, the better and better it looks. I'm really looking forward to that. But that's interesting. Kingdom Come, like, if people aren't familiar with that series, it's the Alex Ross, Mark Waid? Was it Mark Waid did
Mark
that?
Waid wrote it and Alex Ross did
And
it.
Alex Ross painted it. And it was like game-changing for the comic book industry.
I saw somebody say, they probably wouldn't have been able to adapt it to animated because of his style. Well, yeah, but the thing is, and they said, I don't know how you would adapt his style to live action. It's like, treat it like storyboards.
Yeah.
Lighting, camera position, all that stuff. He's basically lighting, directing, and shooting a film because of his style, right?
Yeah,
it's so realistic.
That's his style. And not only that, he uses people
Real
as
people.
his subject, as models.
His dad was used as
The preacher.
The preacher, yeah, Norman.
pastor.
Norman, and he also was the Wizard of Shazam. And
Yes.
Shazam when they did it.
Yes, and yeah, exactly. And like one of his friends was the body model for Superman.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I believe he himself was the body model for the Spectre.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it was. I can't remember. I know he was one of them, but so I mean, it's like he does his work like it's a storyboard for a movie. So, just adapt it directly. Just
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
You'd
So you
want to
gotta
do
do-
like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
3 things broken up.
Oh, you'd have to.
Have you been watching Penguin?
Hell yeah. So
She wasn't crazy after all.
no.
She was quite smart actually and caught on to something, and so
That-
Daddy dumped it on her.
that last episode was abso-friggin-lutely mind-blowing.
I was like thinking to myself, why is she out in the greenhouse and got the little girl? I was like, oh no, she's not doing something. Little girl. I was like, wait, no, she's being really nice, little girl. Then she walks to the house and everybody's laying around. I was like, oh,
Man,
she wanted a little girl to live.
You just jumped right to the money shot, like
Yeah, but like that's the thing though. Like that's how much this has done to her over the years.
Yeah.
and just being shoved in Gotham, crooked lawyers and judges and everything.
Yeah.
lumped all these killings over her father did on her.
on her, and he had no trouble,
No qualms.
no qualms. He's just like, oh, you figured me out. Oh, guess what I'm going to do? You're now crazy. You're
And the
going to
family
Arkham.
went along with it too,
Yep,
right?
all the family did.
Except for her brother. And
Yeah.
the brother said he wouldn't be a party to it.
No, that's why she's so loyal to what happened, like,
Yeah.
to her brother, and why she wants to find out what happened to him.
Yeah.
Right now, I think she got it figured out now that Oz was the one who had him unalived.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Oz has betrayed her. He left her there with the Maloneys. So I don't know. Things are going to ramp up this week.
Yeah.
This week, but he was like Penguin wasn't even in last week's episode.
No.
And it was easily the best episode of
Yeah.
the season.
Well, we needed a lot to know the background, and that was the best way to show it. And like everybody's like, "Oh, she went to Arkham. She's crazy. She's crazy." It wasn't anything to do with that. It was bum rap. Magpie was her cellmate and was selling her out.
So who is Magpie? I remember,
Magpie is she's a Batman villainess.
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
bit of an Arkham case, low to mid level.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So nobody's serious.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Expendable.
Expendable. Very expendable. I mean, she didn't make it through that episode. So, but yeah, no, that whole thing, like her whole story, like I went from not really liking the character to really like, wow, you got shafted, and I see now where you're coming
I
from.
was hoping we were going to see more of her, and we did. And I was just like, whoa, this is Arkham as a whole.
Well, yeah, pretty much. I mean, they're doing illegal experiments on people, right?
Yeah.
And Theo Rossi played the character of her doctor, and I think he kind of had a
Thing for
got
her out.
Yeah, got her out, and he kind of.
well, you
I don't
know, she
know.
didn't belong there. and-
Yeah, well, not just that, but it was like his behavior towards her was wholly unethical.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Right.
Well, I mean, everything else that's going on there.
That's a minor thing, yeah. The fact that he got the whim whams for her was, a minor thing to everything else that was going on.
Yeah.
Did you?
She's not been watching.
Oh, you haven't been watching?
No, she hasn't had any interest in it.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
She's not into the crime shows.
Okay.
Like The Sopranos and all that.
I mentioned it to one guy at work, and we were talking about, like, you know, it's a Batman story, kind of Batman adjacent, but it's got no Batman. It's more like Gotham in The Sopranos, and I kind of likened it to Game of Thrones a little bit too, with all the family interactions and people killing each other off.
It basically is what it is. It's Sopranos meets Game of Thrones.
Yep. With Gotham.
Yep.
With characters from the Gotham, from the Batman franchise.
Can't wait for tonight's episode.
Yeah.
We did watch Agatha.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, we were right. We were right all along.
We were right
All right,
all
so
along.
Spoilers. Because we just spoiled the hell out of Penguin without really giving any warnings.
But did we?
No, but did we? Yeah, 'cause you never know.
It's a pretty chock-full episode.
Yeah. But Agatha all along just continues to blow my mind.
People are connected a lot more.
Yep, a hell of a lot more.
Yep.
So we you haven't spoken pretty much yet. So you lead this conversation for us.
Well, the big reveal is that it is indeed Billy.
Billy
Yes.
Maximoff, also known as William Kaplan.
Well, technically it is
Yes.
because it's not, but it is.
Physically, he's somebody else.
Yes. So he's like reincarnated kind
Yeah,
of thing. They went with that background because there's many different backgrounds. But they went with that background.
Yeah.
And so his spirit, essence,
Soul.
Soul.
We'll go with soul. I mean, this
Sure.
is appropriate for this series.
kind of invaded, came back to life, past life maybe.
Well, the body
Maybe
was
it's
there.
like a past
Yeah,
life?
the body was there, but it was empty.
It was empty. It was
Kids
an
went
empty
on
shell.
contact.
Because William Kaplan died in the car accident.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And Billy's soul from the anomaly.
Yes, because the anomaly
Was shrinking.
It happened. He was during his bar mitzvah at all places.
Yeah, of all things.
But
First day of being a man.
they do believe that because one of the witches were there. What was her name? The older one.
The one with the mother.
The older one.
There were two.
She was the most security.
Not her. The before that at his bar mitzvah. She was doing palm
Oh,
readings.
yeah. Patti LuPone's character.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can't
what
remember her
character's
name.
No.
The oldest one, I
Yes.
should say, the
Yes.
oldest witch that's there.
Yeah.
She was doing like palm readings and stuff at his bar mitzvah, which seemed really odd to me, but whatever.
No. They do all kinds of, like, bar mitzvahs, like your party, you get to have what
I
you
know,
want
but
there.
it's just very odd. And they did mention that, like, it's almost like before everything even happened that people just forgot who he was.
Yes.
Because she even forgot who he was when he left his jacket there.
Yes, and she started acting very strange when she was reading his palm.
Yeah.
Right, like when she said his lifeline was broken in half in two parts. She was like became totally different.
Yeah.
It was almost like she got possessed or something.
Yeah, I think that's part of her gift kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like because they have a theory that everything that she blurts out and says is going to happen later in the series.
Oh.
Like it's something that happens in the future.
Right.
Because she has that kind of senses and stuff.
So she's kind of like a seer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And so they're driving back. The anomaly happens because they're in Eastview.
Yeah.
And this happens. They're in Eastview. This is from Westview. And so they're driving back from the home, as it were, because they were all like, you need to go home because there's like an anomaly happening, blah, 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 which was the whole fight between Agatha and Wanda.
Yep.
And they pretty much crash.
They crash.
And there was a mention of that, actually, in one of the episodes. What was it? In the first one, I think it was, when they were talking about, car crashes and things like that. They were talking about a car crash that happened outside or something, but it wasn't related. When they were talking about Wanda, like the body, she saw the body on the ground kind of thing, where she was playing detective in her mind.
Right, yeah.
They were talking, they said something about a car crash.
Yeah.
And that was them.
Yeah, that was them. Yeah.
So he died, I guess, in the car crash.
Yep.
And then Billy's essence inhabited him.
Yep.
And
We'll come back up.
Yeah, and he didn't know anything. And then the dog didn't like him.
Yeah.
Because it was like a different person.
Yeah.
When they got home.
When they
like,
got home. But it's kind of interesting because he remembers himself both as Billy Maximoff and William Kaplan. Right? So he could pass as William Kaplan.
Still
he
had
has a
his
boyfriend.
memories.
Still had his boyfriend, yeah. Still had his memories and stuff, so like he knew.
How long were they together? He was 13.
I don't know if they were together then.
Yeah, because he's like 16 with
The
Agatha.
best line.
So that's 3 years.
The best line in the whole episode had to be when Agatha takes him and puts the duct tape on his mouth and shoves him in the closet. And he goes, "No, I don't want to go back in the closet."
Yeah, that was a little bit meta.
Yeah.
Just a little
I
pun
wanna
in
go
there.
back in the closet.
And
So we see it. We see the episode from the real point of view.
Yeah.
So the whole scene that happens in the police station
Yeah.
was in Agatha's house. In her living room.
Yeah.
The show me what these pictures are about. They're just flowers, man.
Yeah.
They're just flowers.
I kind of liked it that we see or we hear his dialogue because in the first episode when he's running from her, we don't hear what
No.
he's saying.
No.
But like in this episode, he's running from her after he breaks into his house. He's like, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" And he jumps off the roof. "Oh, that really hurt." He's just So we get to see that. That was a little bit funny too. So yeah.
And then he tells her a name and everything, but then we realize he's actually speaking, but she can't hear it.
She can't hear him. Yeah.
So
the sigil was placed on him by whatever her name was, the older witch.
the older witch.
Yeah. Because I guess when she was in her
Trance,
she
Yeah.
realized who he was, and
Yeah.
I can't. Nobody can know this.
Yeah. So so I think it was like a future thing.
Yes.
To protect him in the past or
Yes,
something.
something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And the symbols that were on the tile are like we're in his room and stuff already.
Yeah, already there.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah. So that was we had it figured out. I think pretty much from the
So
first episode.
he wasn't going. He's going down the Witch's Road. His whole point of going down the Witch's Road is to find Tommy.
Find Tommy.
Because he's missing.
Yeah.
And it says that the Witch's Road will give you what's missing.
What's missing? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he's looking for Tommy, and then Agatha shows back up because apparently she can't die.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So she
Or
has.
something doesn't let her die.
Something doesn't.
And
let
they
her die,
still
yeah.
think that Rio is her name, the Green Witch, the Mrs. Black Hair showed up.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Robert
Yeah.
Plaza.
Yeah.
Right? Rio is her name, right?
Yeah, I
do
believe so,
believe.
yeah.
Is Lady Death. There's a theory that she's actually Lady Death.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would tie in nicely to the Avengers with Thanos because
Yeah.
Thanos has a thing for Lady Death.
And
Right?
Deadpool.
And this is
And
why.
Deadpool.
And this is why one of the reasons that Agatha was in all these pictures that he found her in, because they were a thing.
Right.
And it wasn't that Agatha was there because she caused all these things, but she was with Rio.
Yeah.
And Rio was at these major tragic events. And so she just happened to be there with her.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. That's an interesting theory.
And then the Black Heart we find out was actually Billy,
yes.
because his boyfriend texted him, "You're my Black Heart."
You're my Black Heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So there was a lot of stuff revealed in this episode, and it's going to lead to a lot more stuff too.
Yep.
And it kind of there was a couple of little hints dropped about what's going on with Vision. Like
Yeah.
they said, are you looking for your daddy? Because I bet you he's in 100 pieces scattered across the world now, right?
Yeah.
So
And I think
that's going to lead into Vision
I
Quest.
think I think though that was a reference to them taking Vision apart,
Yes. Yeah.
right before the whole Wanda thing.
Yes. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of, and so from what it seems like, is the other witches are gone.
That's what it's. Like you just said the right words though. What it seems like.
Yeah.
Because are they really?
I don't know.
Are they really, or are they just pushed off to the side
I
until?
don't know. Maybe they weren't there to begin with.
And Evan Peters was in this episode.
Maybe.
Oh, he was great.
Oh my God, boner.
Boner.
She got my
And she-
DVD
and she
collection
had
and
the
the T-shirt.
Yeah.
The Boner family.
Boner
Boner
family
family
reunion.
reunion.
Pitch a tent.
Pitch a tent.
Yeah. I was like, because when he showed up, I'm like, that character, he looks really familiar. But of course, he had like the scraggly
yeah.
beard and stuff.
He was like Deep Throat.
Yeah. Oh, just call me Ralph. Oh, never mind. Just call me Random. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Good enough.
I wonder. I have a theory.
Okay.
That
So your theory. You're usually pretty good at these.
That it is possibility that the witches, right, that went with them on the road were never actually there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And possibly the only one that actually was there was Rio. Maybe the other witches were actually not alive at the time, or maybe they're something to do with this magic that's surrounding Agatha.
I like your theory.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Yep. Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, we've got like what, 4 episodes
Yeah,
left.
something like that. I don't know.
The last 2 episodes are going to be back to back.
Back to back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got 3 episodes left. Next week's episode, and then the final episode on Halloween.
Back
2
to back.
episodes back to back. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Or day before Halloween, isn't it?
I thought it was
Wednesday?
I thought it was 31st.
Is it 31st? Is it Wednesday?
30th or 31st is Halloween week, at least.
Yeah.
I think it comes out on Wednesdays, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah.
Because we usually watch it on my day off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's
Anyway.
it's really built.
It makes you think.
It's giving me more confidence in the MCU and the direction they're starting to course correct to.
Yeah.
Right, like it's a good series.
Well, there's a couple of series that they've done that I really like Agatha,
Yep.
Loki,
Yep.
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was
I
good.
really liked Moon Knight. I hope they continue it.
Apparently, they've said there's going to be another season. It was received enough.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just 3 of the more recent ones that I kind of really liked. And I think it's because a lot of them dealt with like the metaphysical
Yep.
kind of deal.
Yep.
Like a little bit of old school history and stuff like that. Like, we got Loki, who's like Norse and
Yep.
gods and all that kind of stuff,
Yep.
and kind of deals with that. And then, the life tree and all the different parts of that, like, kind of fit into sciencey kind of all to deal together.
Yep.
And then you've got Moon Knight that dealt with the Egyptian gods that, had all that metaphysical stuff about that. And then you got Agatha, which deals with all the like Wiccan side of everything, magic and stuff. I think that's why I like them more.
I think you're onto something. That's why I think I like them more too. Except with the one exception of Captain America and the Winter Soldier, I absolutely love that series.
Yeah, it was all right.
I'm really disappointed they're not going to do a season 2. But we are getting Captain America: Brave New World. So
Yeah.
we'll
So
have
I
to
guess
see how it's
that
gonna go.
kind of went into that.
Yeah, kind of went into that.
And then the Thunderbolts. Yeah. So Bucky is supposed to be in that one.
Yes, Bucky's in that one.
Yeah. So they I guess they kind of went separate
Yep.
from that. So I guess
So
that's why
Sam went on to become Captain America. Bucky went on to become
whatever
Bucky.
he's going to be,
Bucky,
whatever he's going to be in
a
this
guy
one.
who puts his prosthetic arm in a dishwasher. So that's
I don't know.
interesting enough about Thunderbolts. It looks like we're going to be introduced to Robert Reynolds, which is the Sentry, which is Superman from the
With a
MCU.
lot more mental issues.
What a lot more mental issues. He's,
Technically can't die unless he wants to.
that's right. Yeah, and he has the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Tell me that's not straight out of the 1960s. Yeah. So
But I think that's why I like it more than some of the other MCU stuff they've done, like the whole spy things. I don't like the whole spy.
like the Hawkeye stuff.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye I like,
was
but
all right.
Hawkeye was fun.
Eh.
I like the jokes they're making with the musical, though.
The only reason I like Hawkeye was
Can do
for
this all
Hawkeye.
day.
The only reason I liked Hawkeye was for Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Right? I liked that character.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I really liked Hawkeye.
Yeah, the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Echo was good. I enjoyed Echo.
Echo was all right
It was okay.
also.
Yeah.
But again, it dealt with a little bit of magic and
Yeah.
all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
So you had a little bit of that going on there. Like She-Hulk, I enjoyed because it was completely off center of everything else that's going on. It was like this comedy series.
You
right?
see they announced she's going to be in the new Star Trek series?
Tatiana Maslany,
Yep.
Yep, she's going to be in Starfleet Academy, which surprisingly, even though production has just started on season 1, is renewed for season 2 already. So, okay, that's interesting. Yeah.
But I think that's why I like the other series. And the other series, the Loki and Moon Knight and Agatha are a little darker,
A little bit darker. Yeah, are they ever?
right? And I got a soft spot in my heart for horror.
Yeah, see, so there you go. There you go. That makes a lot of sense. That because you're a little bit of a horror gal, aren't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, jeez, here we go again. Oh, we're just getting excited.
We watched actually some horror.
We did.
We watched the X trilogy from A24, which is
What?
X, Pearl, and Maxine.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're
Anyway,
do horror,
there's a lady. She's really crazy.
Okay.
on a farm, old timey farm.
Like back in the day.
Oh, okay.
She has like issues, man, and she wants to be a star, and people that hold her back, gone.
Oh yeah. And she has a pet alligator.
She does have a pet alligator.
Alligator?
She feeds things too.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like she met this guy and he was going to take her and put her in movies. He said he was going to put her in movies. And then he realized how crazy she was and decided he wasn't going to. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to go. I'll talk to you later. She's like, what are you talking about? Blah, blah. And
Grab the pitchfork.
And she grabbed the pitchfork and off he went.
So, kind of like Dolores Claiborne.
Yeah. She's a little much.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
And
Just
then
a
the
little
second
bit.
movie, you get to meet her when she's like 80.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a little creepy in that
Yeah.
one. That's a little more
And
creepy.
the third one's basically the aftermath and other stuff that they didn't realize is going on. Kevin Bacon's in that.
Yep.
Okay.
The third one, there's good stars, and especially
There
the
is
third
some
one.
good stars in it, I must say.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like, whoo, crazy.
824. These guys are doing a lot of horror stuff,
Yeah,
aren't they?
that's a big thing they do.
824, same ones that do Hazbin Hotel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That was the studio I talked about before that didn't do the writer strike because they just gave in.
Oh, right.
They just gave in to the writers. They were like, writers like, we demand this, and they were like, okay.
Yeah, okay.
okay,
Gotcha.
let me grab my checkbook.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's keep making shit. So they
Makes
have a lot.
perfect sense.
They have a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
What else did we watch? There was something else at A24 we watched too. There was that one.
Is that the crew that does the Terrifier movies?
I think.
With Al the Clown? I don't know.
Well, we watched, those three are A24.
We watched something else too. Some other movie.
I know we watched the Brothers movie, the one with
We did with the brothers with
Oh, yeah, Peter Dinklage and
And,
Josh Brolin.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
It was a
Quite
lot
funny.
more
It was good,
physical
yeah.
than I thought it was going to be. It's very much a physical comedy.
Oh, okay.
it was very funny. I
It's
must
very
say
screwball.
it was about the two guys.
They're twins.
They're twins.
So is this like a reimagining of Twins?
They did. They said they took inspiration from it.
Oh, okay.
In producing it.
So the mom, in the beginning of the movie, the mom has this boyfriend who they stole like they stole some like emeralds,
Jewelry heist.
jewelry heist.
Mom has like that leather cat suit too, right?
Yeah,
okay.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she comes back to the house, and they're like, it's like Thanksgiving, because it all takes place around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like the whole,
And
the
they're
whole
all
different
like
things.
Robbie in the family. Like him and his brother are out on the lawn trying to blow open a PTA safe that they stole.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Grandma, where's my matches? Boys snipped the ball up, put them in a pill bottle.
so she comes back. She's like, "Yeah, boys, like mom's got to go away for a bit, and
So she's going to jail, obviously.
No,
Oh,
they're
okay.
trying to run away from the
Oh,
from the
okay.
from the police that
She's-
show up, and there's like car chase and stuff.
Yeah.
She's on the lam. In other
Yeah,
words.
she's on the
yeah.
lam,
Yep.
and so they don't see her forever. And
Like 30 years.
yeah, and as they're growing up, they start doing the two boys getting all this kind of trouble. Like they rob things, they rob stores,
Yeah.
they
Burglarize.
beer truck, right? All this kind of stuff.
That's the montage just in the
and
opening
then,
credits.
and then Peter Dinklage's character gets caught.
Okay.
And well, the two of them get caught, don't they? Two of them
the
have a
last one,
reputation, but
yeah.
the last one he gets caught,
He gets caught.
and because his brother takes off,
Yeah.
kind
He's
of
a bit
thing.
more well-meaning and doesn't really want to, but he goes along because he's a twin brother, right?
Okay.
and then and so he gets sent off to prison, and it takes place when he has a wife and they're expecting a child, and his
Who does Peter Dinklage?
No, the
Josh Brolin.
Josh
Yeah.
Brolin
Okay.
one. And so but his brother shows up at the house getting out of jail and shows up at the house and
While the in-laws are showing up.
tries to convince him that we got to go do this and blah blah blah, and it's one last time, and because he just lost his job, and because they found out he was like an ex-con and that he didn't need to close, and blah blah blah, and his wife was like, you better be back for Thanksgiving, because they told him that we had an aunt, we got to go, who's like dying kind of thing, and anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get you to stop right there because you've piqued my interest now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have
it's
to watch
really
this.
funny.
It's funny.
Some of the moments are just literal laugh out loud, and there's like the joke goes a different way than you think, and all that stuff. Glenn Close plays the mom in Modern Day.
Okay.
Oh, she's great. She's like cross between like Catherine O'Hara and Danny DeVito.
Oh, and Brendan Fraser's in it.
He's Jason Dinklage because they cut a deal. He's a prison guard, and his dad's a judge who got him off early so he can get something done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's just this failing
but
upward idiot.
But he's in Brendan Fraser's in the movie, so
He's great.
he's great, and he plays.
Brendan Fraser.
I know, but
come
he plays like the bad cop in this
okay.
movie.
He's not
So
a cop. He tries to play up that he's a cop, but he's not. He's a prison guard, a screw, if you will,
Right.
the old term.
Right.
And like, yeah, he's got a thing cut with Dinklage. Beats the crap out of him a couple times and that.
but he
Okay, don't
plays
give too much
the,
of it away now.
Oh,
guys.
there's
but he
that.
plays the
There's-
bad guy
Yeah.
kind of thing in this one. So
That's
it's kind
just
of
like basically the first 10 minutes we just told you.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
lot of stuff happens. It's really fun.
Vox Machina.
Yeah.
so good.
I am up to episode 6.
Yeah, let's do.
No, we're up to episode 9.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, because every week it's 3 episodes.
Oh.
Yeah. We watch the Thursday nights.
No, we
Because
watched.
first
there's only-
3.
So there's only 9 episodes, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's only.
Yeah.
9 episodes.
Because in the second week they get their new place and the musical
Yes.
number and everything, and then in the third week,
Oh yeah, right.
because in the third week people die.
You saw the bathtub scene.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah,
That was an actual role playing
Holy
thing.
Was it?
yeah, that
It
was
was.
in the
So
campaign.
that's what I
In the
really
campaign.
that's what I really like about this series is that this is all based on their actual campaign from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Right, it is Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So
5th edition.
that's pretty good, right? Like, but yeah, like this season has off the chain.
Yeah.
Like the stuff they're getting on with is just okay. So like Percy and Vex are, what did she call them? Teammates with benefits,
Teammates with
Yeah.
benefits.
right? I was like, and then we actually see them benefiting each other. I was like,
There's some
"Ooh."
benefits on the go there.
Oh wow! Okay, you were not kidding when you
Yeah.
guys told me that this is a little more adult oriented.
It was.
So, and that whole
Bathrooms.
The
The
hot tub
tub scene. Like the hot spring.
hot spring. That's
Yes.
that's what it was.
So-
What did Scanlan call his place? Scanlan's
I don't remember.
because he had a name.
Something inappropriate.
Yeah.
But it was the whole campaign, and he was like, and if you watch no one knew she was going to say that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if Percy's like player knew that she was there or not, but he comes in, he's like, yeah, I'm going to say this and blah blah blah, and then I'm going to stand up, show my butt, I'm gone,
Yeah.
like this, right? And Laura, who plays his sister, goes. And then I pop out of the water and goes, oh my God, I thought he'd never leave. And the whole table like dies.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like when he went and knocked on her door and he was like trying to figure out what he was going to say to her and how he was going to bring up his feelings and stuff. And he opens the door, or she opens the door, and she's just buck naked.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, okay, she's got one thing on her mind, Percy. Just don't worry about anything else. Just go with the flow. Like fantastic. The story is fantastic. And it just goes to show how playing a game like D&D can develop a great storyline.
Yep.
Right.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
It's just so good. Like even and poor Thor. What's the character's name? Thorgon, the dragon.
The dragon with the chest?
Yeah.
With the gem?
With the gem.
Yeah.
Voiced by Lance Reddick. So of course they did the in memory of our friend Lance at the end of the first episode. I was like, Lance is gone.
Yeah.
So sad. So sad. But yeah, so great, supremely violent season so far too.
It gets worse.
Well, I've seen the episode in hell.
No, it gets worse.
It gets worse than that?
It gets worse than that.
How does it get worse than that?
I don't even want to say.
No, we're not going to.
You got to watch it. But it gets worse than that.
Holy, really?
Yeah, there was one point
we were watching. Too heavy, dude. My elbow hurts.
There was one point we were watching it, and something happens, and I go, "Oh my god!"
Oh, okay.
And I went, "Oh, did he just? Oh." I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad."
Yeah, and Pike is having her doubts about the Everlight, big time. Like
she has losing her faith.
Losing her faith. You know, especially now that she's confronted. Oh God, what was the name?
Her religion.
What was the name of the demon that she went and saw? They went and saw.
Oh yeah, the I don't remember, but yes.
He's essentially the devil.
Yeah.
Which is what he is.
He's
he really made her question her faith in the Everlight. Right? I was like, oh, this is not going to end up good.
No.
And of course, Grog is just Grog.
Grog is Grog.
Grog is so funny.
He is.
Grog is so funny.
Oh my.
Yeah.
There's all these words and no pictures.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
His personal hell.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he was the one who found him where the shield was, I think it was, or where the guns were.
Yeah.
Right? So that was kind of neat. Have you seen guns? Have you seen things like this before?
See, it's perfect voice.
Right? Yeah. Excellent series. Like
Darling.
If you're into D&D or if you're into any kind of animation, like this is so
fantasy
good.
Fantasy animation.
Fantasy animation.
Yeah.
Very, very, very well done. Like you guys introduced it to me 4 years ago whenever I started, and I was kind of like, I'll watch it. I was just like, I'll watch it one day just to see what it's like. And I've been hooked ever since. So thank you.
And Scanlan.
Thank you for ruining my life.
And Scanlan, man, Scanlan.
Oh, Scanlan. He should be called Scandalous. That guy is just.
That's how you play a bird.
You know, that's all he's about is partying and having a good time.
Usually, 99% of the time.
99% of the time. Yeah.
1% of the time he thinks about his daughter.
Yeah. But he's thinking about his daughter more and more.
More and more. Well, you have to think that he thought he was alone.
Yeah.
That he had no more family.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, everybody in the group has family.
Even Grog.
Even Grog has family. Right? He has an uncle. I think it is.
Now his uncle was a tyrant.
Yeah. And then Percy has a sister.
Yep.
And the twins have each other and their father.
Yep.
And then
Pike has
Keely or Kiki, whatever they call her. Has her whole family.
Yeah.
Like the Ashari.
Yep.
And then Pike doesn't have anybody. Pike has Grog. That's it. Pike's had a grandfather, I do believe it was, but I do believe he passed away.
That you're absolutely right. It was a grandfather. That's what she had. Yeah. Yeah.
After Grog.
After Grog.
Yeah.
That's okay, buddies.
It's okay, buddies. Thanks, buddies.
Yeah. See, I've got a good Grog voice.
You do?
I could do a good.
Ooh, maybe you should be a Grog.
That's what I should be. I should be a barbarian.
You should be a Grog. Cosplay as Grog.
That's what I should do, yeah. Is that what he is? He's a barbarian, right?
He is a barbarian, yes, he is. He is a hill giant, half hill giant?
Yeah, yeah, he's half something, yeah.
He's a half giant.
Half giant?
In D&D,
I can't remember what kind of giant he is. Anyways, like the first season is, what do you think all giants know each other's language? That's pretty racist. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Talk to him, Grog. You might talk to him. You might be able to understand it. Like giant to giant. What do you think we all talk like? That's pretty racist.
Probably would sound more like this, though. Do you think we all speak the same language? That's pretty racist.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good job.
I am a barbarian. But I grew my beard naturally. I didn't get mine magically laid.
Yeah, like Grog did.
Like Grog did, yeah.
Because I do believe technically he's not supposed to be able to grow a beard.
The giants, they're hairless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only reason he's got a beard now is because he's wearing those gauntlets, isn't it? I think that's what it is.
Dwarven gauntlets, yeah. So they give him a beard.
So they give him a beard. Yeah.
Kind of like in our
D&D campaign.
Our guy has a belt.
A dwarven kind.
Okay.
It's called a belt of dwarven kind, and there's a percentage each day whether or not you'll grow a beard when you wear it. It gives you strength. It gives you it's like a strength bonus kind of thing.
Because isn't he dragonborn?
He is a dragonborn. And we always make fun. It's like, yeah. It's like, do you have a beard this morning? It's like roller percentage. Like you have your, you got a little scraggly hair.
You got a little You've got one single scraggly
One little
hair
scraggly hair.
hanging out from your chin.
Oh wait, you lost her.
Oh, that's pretty good. I
I'm trying
like
to think
that.
what else we watched. We've been on Prime a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
They got a lot of full moon horror releases.
Yeah, they got a.
All the Puppet Master movies are on there. Oh, we watched Hellraiser, the original Hellraiser.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
yeah,
did
yeah,
ya?
we did.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Okay.
The Cenobites.
That's
Because
a-
we did watch last year the remake.
The
that came
remake.
out.
Yeah.
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 Which
Yeah,
I
we did.
surprisingly really enjoyed, even though I'm not a horror person. I really enjoyed that.
Andrew Robinson's in this one, the original one.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Garrick. Yeah.
Eric.
Yeah,
Garrett from Deep Space Nine.
pretty decent. Held up. I started watching Killer Clowns of Outer Space, and then I got distracted by painting.
Oh God.
But I
Really?
looked at it, I was
that
like,
good?
man, is every teenager in the 80s like 30?
Yeah, pretty much. They
Yeah.
all are. And they're all dumb as rocks. I'm gonna go in here where the killer clowns are. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Slapstick horror.
Yeah. Yeah, or like the old, not Nightmare, Friday the 13th movies. We're going to go have Whoopi in the tent. Jason's not going to get us. Oh, yeah, he is.
I love Jay's next where they have him in the hologram
That's-
and he has her in the sleeping bag and he's just smacking her against it repeatedly. You just hear, ow,
Yeah.
ow, ow.
It's one of those things in horror movies. If you're having whoopee,
Yeah.
you're gonna die.
And you're going to die.
Although-
It's one of the horror rules.
And
X,
famous last
she proved
words.
that wrong though, because she did it and she survived.
Really? Do you call that surviving?
Her and the gator survived.
Yeah, I know, but do you really call that surviving?
Why?
Oh, no.
She got touched by old grandma.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a scene of old people whooping in that movie.
No, that's enough.
Yeah.
She has to
That's
sneak
no-
out.
And she has to sneak out
Shush.
under the bed.
I'm turning off Sean's mic because he's talking about old people whoopee. There we go. Sean, you're off the air.
She had to crawl out from under the bed.
No, okay, stop it. All right, both. You're both cut off. I'm done. I'm not listening to any of this, and I'm not going to subject our listeners to it. No way. All right, we'll bring you back on.
Okay.
Hey, just like in horror movies, there's a lot of like boobies.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing, man, in the 80s, right?
This one's like 2 years old. The X movies, the X series, they're only a couple years old.
Well, that's like this one, like I was talking about earlier, like the Terrifier. It's a hallmark. It's a love letter to the 80s horror movies, right?
Yeah.
They did. Well, there was X and Pearl, and they were filmed back to back because Pearl was released afterwards. Even though we watched it first, it's a prequel, but it does give us a better explanation. But I think they did them literally back to back down in New Zealand like 2 years ago, and then they did the other one like early this year.
Okay.
But yeah, Terrifier movies, they've been farting them out.
Yeah,
like
big
crazy.
time. Like one a year or something for the last 3 or 4 years. So anyway, I've got I just find it funny. I don't have any interest of watching one, but like I see so much about it, and I'm like, holy Lord.
What else is coming out? Venom is this month.
Venom is next week.
So Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is coming out this month.
Oh, okay.
No, those are great movies. Those are surprisingly good movies.
Venom, The Last Dance. It might be a little tiny bit of a disappointment because it has been for Tom Hardy. It's been given a PG-13 rating.
He wanted to get more people to see it.
He wanted a hard R for it though, so that's unfortunate.
See, unless your name's Deadpool,
Yep.
hard R movies these days,
No.
they don't make as much. That's why they're usually not a big budget.
Yep.
They're
I still think it's going to be a good movie.
Let me see.
Venom is next week.
Keanu Reeves is the bad guy, and well, the antagonist in Sonic 3. He's
Really?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that new Small movie's coming out too.
Smile.
Smile
Yeah, Small
2.
2.
Okay.
Speaking of franchises being milked,
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I don't know what else is coming out this month. I
Oh,
don't-
in November,
Yeah.
there's a new one called Red One. Have you seen that
Yes.
trailer for that?
Yes, with J.K. Simmons and The Rock.
The Rock.
yeah.
Yeah, The Rock is like a special tactical
ops
special
for
ops
Santa.
for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
and
watch
Wicked
that.
is coming out too.
Wicked.
Wicked.
The
Yeah,
movie based on the
based
play.
on the musical.
Okay, the musical. Sorry,
Yep.
yes, that's right. It was a musical, not just a play.
It was.
Yeah. When is Craven coming out? That's another one I'm looking forward to. I want to see
I
Craven.
haven't
That's supposed to be
seen
around
it.
Christmas, I think. I thought.
Is that when it is around Christmas?
No, I'm looking at movies. Hang on. I know I gotta look at December movies. Let's see. Oh, there's a Lord of the Rings movie coming out.
What?
The War of the Rohirrim.
Oh, that's an animated movie.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Is it an animated movie or animated series?
Well, I'm looking at movies.
Okay,
So it must be a movie. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is not coming out till December, it says.
Oh, because I was looking at another one saying it was October.
Oh. Maybe it is.
Maybe they move stuff around.
Maybe they did. No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Don't see Craven?
Nope.
Oh,
Craven, December 13th,
Oh, hang on.
2024.
okay. So
Okay. Oh, look on the IBM.
They haven't given...
IMB.
IMBD.
Yeah.
Because apparently they have not given an official reason for the delay. It was originally supposed to be out in August.
I
Sonic.
can tell you
the Red
exactly
One.
why they moved it.
Craven. Yep, there it is.
Because Madam Web did that awful. They went back to the drawing board.
Moana 2.
What?
Moana 2.
What?
Moana.
Moana. Oh, Moana.
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 2. Gladiator
I thought
2.
you were saying 1 and 2.
Gladiator 2.
Yeah, I have so little interest in seeing that. I'm sorry. The first one was like the perfect movie. I don't want. I don't want to see anything else.
Yeah.
I don't
But
wanna see
apparently it's
anything else.
going to be just another story.
Oh, we did say that, by the way. We did see it. Hellboy the Crooked Man was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was a lot
Okay.
more like the comics if you read the Mignola,
Yeah, yeah.
like actual comics.
Yeah.
It's low budget, but it's not low quality.
Oh, that movie Abigail's now on Prime, by the way.
Oh, the one about the
But the little
vampire.
vampire little girl. Ballerina.
It is on Prime.
Yep.
Okay,
Apparently.
that might be a watch for next weekend to get them
Yeah.
for Halloween.
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 I may watch Elvira this week.
Yes.
Other than that, not much more.
Oh, one thing we have not talked about, guys. Henry Cavill being cast in the live-action Voltron movie.
Yeah, that's like very new. He's not doing Warhammer anymore.
No.
He's freed of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That went down.
But he's like Voltron, live-action Voltron. That really piqued the '80s nostalgia in this boy. Because that
like
was
that.
one of my favorite series.
I was looking at some Voltron stuff on Instagram there the other day. Someone was showing off some releases from other countries.
Oh, really?
Localized versions of stuff.
Yeah.
I did that one day looking at Masters of the Universe stuff from India. The colors are brighter
Oh, yeah.
on the figures.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was announced. There was something else that was announced too because they've been announcing a lot of stuff for The Running Man,
Yes.
which is going to be based more on the novel, not
On the
the
novel.
Schwarzenegger movie.
Yeah.
I loved the novel. I read that in like 8th grade.
Yeah.
And yeah, the cast has come together fast on that one. Yeah, I've been browsing Prime a little bit, but like I've been looking for cheese fests. We watched one the other day that was cheesy.
I don't remember.
No, I don't remember either. But it was
So
just
bad
like,
we don't remember it says that.
That's how bad it was.
yeah.
I've
It was in the
blocked it
evening
from
too.
my-
We were settling down, but it wasn't meant to be bad. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna watch this one. Looks bad."
No, Toby! Oh my God! Holy Lord!
Toby,
dude.
get down! You're interrupting.
Your
Excuse me.
your little claws, dude. They're not.
Down, please.
They're very sharp, dude. You just scratched my boob. You just scratched my man boob.
Down. Get down.
That's okay. He's being a good boy. It's just I think he's getting excited.
Sit.
He was enjoying the deck today. I had the deck open, the doors open today for him. It was a beautiful day. Wednesday's supposed to be beautiful too.
Jeez, I got up at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it was like 2 degrees outside. But by noon, it was like 15.
Warmer up our way last night. It was
Crazy.
like 9 degrees overnight.
Wow.
Because I usually have to keep an eye on for if I'm taking in
not-
some of the plants.
Not this morning, but the night before, the day before. So that would have been
Friday,
Friday,
Saturday.
Saturday morning. I got out to go to work. And I had to scrape the windshield.
It's
It
winter
was
is coming.
so cold. I
think I
was
picked-
like, no.
I think I picked the last of the tomatoes off tomato plants today.
I was like, no, I'm not ready.
Not ready at all. And as much as I dislike winter, I hope we have a good winter because, of course, my livelihood depends on it.
I hope not. Sorry.
I'm glad the weather wasn't so bad last weekend for the convention. We had a good time.
We did have a
Oh
good time.
yeah, let's talk. We got like 6 minutes left here. Just give me the rundown on the weekend. Apparently,
It was really busy.
It was really busy. I heard and saw pictures.
So apparently, because I was not there first thing in the morning, but apparently first thing in the morning, there was like lineups waiting to get in.
Wow, good, excellent. I'm so happy to hear
Yeah,
that.
I got down there 10 to set up the games room because I ran the video games room in that there. And I went out for a quick break in between, cool off and all that, because I was sweating like a pig, and a stuck pig, because I felt like I was getting roasted. But the line was going out and around.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
And
good.
a lot of people there to see Allison.
Now that I heard,
Yeah.
like Saturday, she was lying.
She was so busy
Yeah.
that she had a Q&A at 2:00. They had to put somebody in her line to stop it so that she could get to her Q&A.
Really?
Yeah, because it was just people wanting to talk to her and get autographs and stuff that she wasn't going to make her panel.
Right. Wow.
Actually, she was a half an hour late for her panel.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That was good draw.
Yeah.
Good
yeah.
draw bringing
Well,
Allison.
you know,
Allison
she
Brook.
a lot of the big comfy couch is a big thing.
Yep.
She
Big
was
thing.
in a Miss Pac-Man commercial
I did
for
not know
cereal.
that. I did not know that.
Yes,
Okay.
apparently. She was in that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she. Of
Well,
course,
she's a Canadian
Yep.
actress.
Canadian actress. Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's done a lot of voice acting stuff for. Because I actually
she did
helped.
the X-Men.
I actually helped host her panel on
did you?
Saturday. Yes,
Good for you.
dressed up. It was crazy.
Nice.
And you had your sing-along.
I did. I had a sing along in the evening.
You did, what?
We had a Husband Hotel sing along in the evening.
Did you really?
We did.
Okay.
I got like 8 people.
That's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Look at you running panels and
I
stuff.
did.
Yeah.
I did.
I just sat down and looked after the spot, and I got up once and went up and bought like $10 in like just action figures. And then I just came back in. It's like, oh, I'm good. I'm going to stay here and paint my Warhammer figure and just relax. And then ate a bunch of takeout because we did the DIY society at a table.
I made a child cry on Sunday.
What?
Yeah.
You horrible person, you. How?
So I was just nothing. I didn't even do anything. So I was just dressed up.
What were you dressed up as?
I was dressed up as Alistair.
Okay, from Husband Hotel. Yeah.
And so I was walking towards the steps, and this mom, I don't know if they cried, but they definitely cringed. So they came up over the steps, and the child looked at me and was in his parents' arms. And the child looked at me, and I looked at the child, and the child went, "Ah!" and like flopped over on its parents' shoulder.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I was like, okay.
Okay. I did not mean to scare your child.
I guess I was scary.
I guess you were.
Oh well.
That's it. You have succeeded in scaring a small child.
Scared a small child.
One item off your bucket list.
Yep.
Maybe you can go join Husband Hotel.
Yeah.
Toby got to go down there too, and he modeled up. And
I took Toby down on Sunday afternoon,
Nice.
and he had a few pictures taken.
Did you have your pictures taken?
He did.
I can't go looking at him because the minute I make eye contact,
He's like, I need to kiss you.
I want to kiss you.
Yeah, I know.
No, you cannot because you've got big sloppy tongue.
He does.
And I showered today, so I don't want to get all sloppy tongue. I can't stop. He's looking at me like, I'm going to jump.
I'm gonna do it.
See, told you.
Toby.
If you have a comment about this program, we'd love to hear it. Email or call us or send us your feedback through social media. You're watching Rogers TV.
This is a brain in urgent need of mental health care. But because 3 out of every 4 Indigenous people experience racism in healthcare, she may not get the help she needs. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
They've reached the summit! Back-to-back Stanley Cup victories.
Greatness.
And a new legacy begins. Absolutely amazing. It has happened in Vegas.
Is not a destination.
And lightning has struck twice.
It is a continuous journey that never ends.
These are the moments you dream of. Stanley Cup champions.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will